In our previous session, we studied about what is physical change. Now we are going to study what is chemical change. The introduction we already studied. So we already studied that physical change means no new substance is formed, chemical change means new substance is formed, physical is reversible. You can again get back the substrate, chemical is irreversible. It means substance is converted to product, again product can come to substance. Whereas over here, these reaction is not possible. Understood? So, now let me tell you one thing. You can see the figure 6.4 in your textbook. In figure 6.4, they are showing the two beakers. One beaker is of blue color. It contains a copper sulfate solution. One is iron sulfate solution. Okay. So what happens over here is the formula of copper sulfate is CuSO4. You don't have to remember this formula right now, right? It may be depending, but it is CuSO4. Okay, it's good if you remember it, and you are learning this for the first time, right? In 8th standard, you will come to know what is valency, what is atom. You will come to know what is cation, what is anion, how CuSO4 formula is formed. That all thing you will come to know. Here you just have to learn it, right? Copper sulfate means CuSO4. When it react with iron, Fe, what will happen? And when ferrous sulfate, it react with, okay? Now see, first of all, I'll do one experiment with you. I'm having one beaker. I am having a blue colored solution. It is copper sulfate, CuSO4. I am having one iron blade, okay? When I am putting that copper sulfate in iron blade, what will happen? Copper from copper sulfate will go and it will be replaced by iron, Fe. So instead of copper, I will have to write iron or ferrous. Okay. So let me show you in your textbook. In your textbook, above activity 8.61 reaction is written. Copper sulfate plus iron gives iron sulfate plus copper. So what happened? Iron and copper interchanged itself. You know what is that thing actually? Copper is positive in charge, sulfur is negative in charge. Consider that they both are attracted towards each other. They both love each other. Right? Now what happens? For example, copper and sulfate are friends. So they are together. Now Fe came. This Fe is a great friend of sulfate. So what it will do? It will tell copper to go away and Fe will come on that place. Right? So ferrous sulfate will form and copper will go away. It is like when two friends are there and third friend come. The third friend replace the first one. And now the pair becomes of the second and third friend. Okay. So in these two beaker, they have shown you that first of all it was a blue colored solution, but if you put iron nail in it or if you put a blade in it, the solution of color changes to green. Why? Because now ferrous sulfate is formed. Okay. So this is about the experiment. In next experiment, what they have shown is you have to take a vinegar. Okay, maybe you all have it at your place. You have to add a baking soda. Okay, when you mix it, you can see a buzzing sound. You know why? Because carbon dioxide is released out. You can also see, for example, if you take a baking powder and if you put lemon over it, then what will happen? You can see some bubbles. So it is carbonate. It is carbonate. For example, in carbonated drink also this thing happen. What is carbonated drink? Soda and everything. Whenever you are drinking soda, what will happen? The bubbles will come out. Okay. Now, You know how to test that it is carbon dioxide? If you want to test magnesium, right, that is it magnesium or ribbon or not, then you have to heat it. Once you heat it, if a dazzling light come, it means a light comes out, white light come out, it is magnesium only. Now if you want to check carbon dioxide, how you will check? You have to take a lime water, okay? Now we have to put carbon dioxide inside. These lime water will change its color to a milky white. So this lime water will change its color to a milk colored, right? So you can come to know that carbon dioxide is present. So in these activities, what you learned? You learned that if the new product is formed, a new product is formed. For example, copper sulfate and iron was there. A new product was formed, iron sulfate and copper. So it is chemical reaction. Secondly, if heat or light is involved out, it means removed out, it is also chemical reaction. If sound is coming, it is also chemical reaction. If a color is changing or gas is releasing, it is also a chemical reaction. In fact, I can say burning is also a chemical reaction. In fact, I can say burning is also a chemical reaction. Even I can say that if you do a fire cracking, it is also a chemical reaction. Why? The chemical react with air and it will form a new compound. So what happens? Again, one thing, if you have a food, it gets spoiled. What happens? A foul smell come. What is that foul smell about? A new substance is formed that is very, very bad smell. So it is released out, right? You can take the example, you can take a potato, right? And keep it like just wet it, keep it inside one ball and just close the lid, keep it for a few days. What happens? It becomes very, very bad, right? So that is about the chemical change. Okay, new substance is formed, sound may release, color change may occur, any of these things occur is called as a chemical change. Now the last one is rusting of iron, that will do in another session.